Well, hello, YouTube. Welcome back to the Barbecue Trucker. Hey, today I'm going to talk about a little bit of another food review over something that I did review a while ago, but now I got the package because I got some more of them so I can show you what I'm talking about. And also just some other things that are on my mind. And a shout out to some other truckers with channels that I think y'all should go watch and you'll really enjoy, in other words. So all that coming up next on the Barbecue Trucker. Well, hello, YouTubians, and welcome back to the Barbecue Trucker. Got my hat. I don't really like them because it's either kind of don't have. If they had the deal that hold them up like that, they look a lot better. I can get some cardboard, I guess, put in there. But hey, they're cheap hats I got from Vistaprint, so you know, who knows? Look there, it's growing out a little bit, growing out quite a bit here, and all. For those of you who don't know, I did. If you look back on some of my videos, you'll see where I had kind of longer hair and a goatee. I did lose a bet. It was shave all the hair on your face and head bet, and I lost it because Kyle Larson came in ahead of Kevin Harvick on that race. Okay, so anyway. That's why now it's all growing back and getting all fuzzy, and I need to trim it up, but I'm not gonna because I'm gonna have a hair follicle test coming up, hopefully in January, and need some hair for them to get because under my arms maybe I don't have any, as you can see, any body hair. Don't have none on my back, chest. They ain't touching my pubes. I'm sorry, but they ain't. I got a little bit. I mean, look there. I don't know if you can see some. You can see it there a little bit. Maybe they can take some off my arms. I don't know, but I want to make sure I got enough hair for the test. I don't want them to say that, because if you don't have enough hair for the test, some people think they're smart and go in there and they shave their eyebrows, shave their head, shave everything, which it's kind of like telling them, "Hey, I'm dirty." But if they can't get a hair sample, then they won't hire you. It's just all there is to it. Hair samples are a thing of the industry. They're not mandated by DOT. They are mandated by the companies. Not every company uses them, but most do. And I'm fully on board with it. You can't be using drugs and driving trucks out here. That's distracted. That's as bad as distracted driving or drunk driving. You just can't be doing it. I mean, I know it used to be a thing in the past. I can remember drivers when I was a kid, driving for a cattle company out of the town I was raised up in, and they'd give them toothpicks that were soaked with some kind of horse tranquilizer or something. I don't know what it was, but apparently they would keep you up for days. Just put a toothpick in your mouth. Go another 20 hours. Gosh, that's dangerous. Man alive, that's dangerous. There is nothing that can replace sleep. Sleep deprivation is a serious thing. Look at here. I'm trying to at least cut back on my smoking, so I got one of these things. Well, I've had it for a while, but I'm using it. Let's see. Skittles. That's pretty good. But anyway, and also got my Starbucks. Love that Starbucks coffee. Got to have hazelnut creamer in it. I'm actually drink creamer. I just have to have coffee to put it in because I won't drink coffee without hazelnut creamer in it. I just won't. Now, I'm fixing to try this. They've got it out on shelves. I couldn't find it the other day at Walmart, but I'm going to have to go to HEB and see if I can find it. The Texas pecan flavored coffee that, my sister says she's goo-goo over it. She really likes it. And of course, I just want to see how well it'll blend with my hazelnut creamer. But anyway, wanted to update on this that I told y'all was so good, I thought, and now I can at least show you the name of it. That is Nissin, Nissin, Nissin. I don't know how they pronounce that. They got it in beef and chicken. And I'm going to tell you something. I tried doing 2 of them, and that's all I could eat. I'm just going back to doing 1 because I'm getting fat, and I got to get out there and start doing my steps and all because I've gained a little bit of weight and I want to lose it back. But just 1 for lunch, and that'll suffice you for lunch. I guarantee you. And I'll tell you, it's as good as any chow mein I've had in the restaurants. I mean, it really is. I really liked it. And what I did was I put just a little bit of the Kikkoman sweet and sour sauce in there with it, mixed it up. And I put a little bit of soy sauce, but really I don't think you need the soy sauce. A little bit too much sodium and all. But this is no added MSG. And let's see about the nutritional information. Oh, look at there. Total fat is only 16%, 10 grams. Cholesterol, 1%. Sodium, 28%. So don't add no salt to it. Carbs. Well, you keto people are going to slap shit out of me. 11% there, 33 grams. How many servings? Let's see, it's kind of curved. That's a half a container, so you got to double all that. I don't know why they do that. But, so yeah, it's like 66 grams of carbs. So, something that's not going to be on the diet. But, if you eat 1 of them, that ain't a whole bunch of food. Where's the calories on here? I don't even see. It's got vitamin A is 8%, vitamin C is 0, calcium 2%, iron 15%. Oh, calories 240, and that's 2 per serving, so 480. For lunch, that ain't bad. All that, but anyway, they've got another brand. This was 66 cents, by the way. You tell me where you can have a good lunch for 66 cents. You just put the water in up to the fill line, take the little seasoning package out, put it in the microwave for, it says 5 minutes, but I did it for 4 minutes, and it was smoking hot. And then put the flavor packet back in it, and wow, you're ready to go. Really good meal. And I also did had a can of the Campbell's chunky clam chowder. The creamy kind, not the watery kind. I forget. I think it's New England is the creamy kind, and then or Boston clam chowder. Maybe, I don't know. One of them's all watery and yucky, but the creamy kind, and it was very, very good. 1 can fills you up. It was $1. What I say it was before, $1.68, something like that. Still under $2 for a lunch. Okay. That's got the food part covered so far. And, okay, I'd like y'all to go check out Brian Hall. Excuse me, Bryan, Brian Hall, Maverick Transportation. His videos are just so awesome. I mean, he's one of the most upbeat guys you'll ever see. He details on the map where he's been going and where he's been running, and he has, he videos when he goes into the truck stops. You can see what truck stop showers look like, and all that. But so check out Brian Hall. Check out Rick George Vlogs. He's got some good information. And for all these, any of y'all that are new to the industry or just, wanting to, or just going to start, or even if you haven't, you can always learn. Check these guys out. Trucking Review Channel. That's a couple that has one of those huge sleeper trucks, and their sense of humor is just beyond. It's awesome. I mean, and they're very interesting, and they talk about a lot of interesting stuff. They've got some videos on this new AB5 that's come out in California and talking about spreading it to Virginia, I believe. I'm not going to talk about AB5 because I don't quite understand it, but I know it's hurting a lot of owner-operators that are with companies that actually have company trucks also. They're actually, a lot of these companies are telling their drivers that they have to move from California or go lease somewhere else. So it's a big thing now. There's lawsuits and all that, but I don't understand it. You can Google AB5 and find out about it if you want. And if you get a chance, go check out the Crafty Trucker. That's another couple that drive their Expeditors. and they drive one of those big sleeper trucks, and it's a box truck, and they go all over the United States, and they're fixing to get a new truck. Their videos are really, really informational, fun, and awesome. It's just, if you want some good trucking information and videos and want to see some of the beautiful sights, the crafty truckers, they'll stop and fly a drone and take a lot of drone shots, and just beautiful, beautiful. Our country is so beautiful. But hang on just a second, and I'll be right back with you. And I'm back. Okay, hey, one thing I did want to talk about, as y'all that have been watching my videos know, I'm planning on going back out on the road. What is that? Gone now. I'm in January, and I'd kind of been wondering about Maverick. I know I told them that, and they just kind of put things on hold, I reckon. But not hearing from them and all that, I did hear from them a couple times. Well, I saw they've got an applicant portal and off their website, and it shows the status of the application. And I saw that my application had expired, so I went in and redid it and everything. And I'd actually talked to recruiter Ryan over there, very very nice guy and all. And yeah, they're still planning on bringing me on in January, and we updated everything. And guys, it's still. I mean. It still is, I've been saying Swift's number one, and the only reason being is because they have so much opportunities for me to run in areas I want to run in. But golly, Maverick treats their drivers so well. Go check out Neil Shane Otts, OTTS, Neil Shane Otts. Check out some of his videos. You'll learn how the flatbedders do theirs. Brian Hall is also with Maverick. He is a glass hauler. And that's what I would be doing, is glass hauling, which I think that would be a little bit easier on me. I am getting old. Well, actually, Brian's about a year and a half or so older than me. He's a retired state trooper, so he's in way better shape than I am. But I'm working to get in better shape. I'm really in better shape than I have been in a long time. But anyway, Swift, they have drastically cut back on the students they're taking. From what I hear, they just don't have the trainers, and then apparently students were having to wait a month or two after they got their CDL to, waiting for a trainer. And I darn sure don't want to do that. And so if they drag their feet or whatnot, and Maverick, gives me an ironclad offer, I'm going to go to North Little Rock, Arkansas, and go with Maverick. May do that anyway. I don't know, because I'm just nervous about. I don't want to go through Swift's CDL school and have to wait a couple of months before I even get a trainer. I want to, with Maverick, it would be a step process. That's why I didn't want to do anything in December, because I didn't want the holidays to interfere. I didn't want to go there and get started and then have to quit and come back home for the holidays and then go back. I want to be able to do things one right after the other. When I'm finished with the CDL school, I want to go right with a trainer, head out. And I understand there may be a several day wait or something, but I don't want to wait months. And I want to go straight out and get done with my trainer and get my own truck and get out there and start trucking. Because this will be the first time that I've been single when I've been over the road. So I won't have a wife and kids at home to miss. I miss my kids anyway, whether I'm sitting here or whether I'll be out on the road. My son lives in North Carolina. Shout out to you, Philip, and Odin and Lexi. My grandkids, who I miss terribly. Maverick has a terminal within 20 miles of where they live. So if I do go with Maverick, don't be thinking I'll be taking a lot of my home time in Laurinburg, North Carolina. So I can see my son and my grandkids and his wife Amber and all that. I want you to know Papa's thinking, Daddy and Papa's thinking about y'all. I really am, and I miss y'all tremendously. But anyway, like I say, I've given a shout out to several. Check out Pale Rider TV. You can do searches for all these that I've described. Pale Rider TV. He's a cool dude that he shows a lot of his journeys and trips out there trucking, and they're very informational. And like I say, if you're considering coming into this career, You need to watch some of these videos. Do your research. And all. He's a lease operator that he's on with. I think it's Central something, but it's a part of CalArc. And I also watch Crazy Bags. You can go watch some of Crazy Bags' videos. Crazy Bags is a prime owner, operator, and trainer. I'm just giving y'all a shout out to some of these people that, and of course, you want to know all kinds of information, truthful, non-biased information. Go watch Mark on Trucking Answers. Just do a search for Trucking Answers. He has a live show every Monday, Roller Wiener Monday, and but he'd go back and look through some of his videos. He used to have where he crap company of the week, and in companies doing it better. And by the way, Maverick is one of the companies that he feels is doing it better. He feels Swift is doing it better as far as the mega carriers go with training students and their pay is not bad and all that, for people just starting out. And that's what a lot of things you hear people beating up on Swift and used to be JB Hunt and Snyder and all that. These big companies, they're just going to get beat up on, and people are going to lie about them and all that. And, not everybody's going to have a good experience where they're at. I understand that. I saw one guy that had put some negative videos up about Maverick, said they were the king of the 34-hour restart. Well, a lot of the drivers that I'm seeing from Maverick, there's 3 that I watch. Trucking with Tay. Check out his videos. Really positive, upbeat guy. Man, I'll tell you, man, you'll know what I mean if you watch some of his videos. He's a hoot. And then Brian, B-R-Y-A-N, Brian Hall, and Neil Shane Otts. Check out some of their videos, and they are just really high on the way Maverick treats them. Maverick keeps their trucks spotless and keeps them in great shape, and I mean, it's really to be considered. But Swift is not bad. All these people beat up on Swift because they're the largest. They say Swift. Oh, I saw a Swift trucking accident. Well, yeah, you're going to see more Swift trucks and accidents, just like you're going to see more car accidents in Texas than you are in New Hampshire, because there's more cars. Well, there's more Swift trucks. They've got like 22,000 tractors and something like 67,000 trailers. I mean, to tell you, yeah, when you have the volume like that, you're going to, and of course, people love to just beat up on Swift, but they're starting pay for students. Like after you get out of your CDL school and get off your trainer truck, you're going to start solo at like 38 cents a mile. And that's not great, but that's not bad. Also, you're going to get incentive bonus, like quarterly bonuses that can add up to like another 4 cents a mile, or maybe even 6 cents a mile. And, Maverick has the same thing too. Now, Maverick does start out a little bit higher. I think on glass, it's either 52 or 54 cents a mile, and then you get your bonuses. But, and these bonuses are not impossible to reach. They're just not. Just be smart. Drive safe. Don't idle the truck any more than you have to. Stuff like that. And you can really make some decent extra money. I'm talking about, well over $1,000 every 3 months extra. And all. But like I say about Swift, all these people, haters and beating, the haters can hate. They're going to hate. Let them hate. Let them just go on about themselves. Who gives a damn? But Swift's not bad. And if you start out like with a reefer, which I would do if I go with them, it's like 41, 42 cents a mile, plus the bonuses and all that. And you get detention pay, layover pay, all of them do that and all. But if you're new to the industry, I would strongly consider, and you need a CDL license, I would strongly consider Swift. And actually, my third choice, which I haven't even put application or anything, my third choice would be, let me dig it out here, because they sent me a magazine the other day. And go ahead, laugh, hate on me, whatever you want. But yes, Prime. Like, they got nice trucks. I'm telling you, they do. And they have nice packages, driver packages, and they do their CDL training a little different than like Swift and Maverick. You'll do it at a school with a driving pad on a driving lot and all that. With Prime, you go out on the road delivering freight with your trainer, and that's how you get your CDL license. At first I thought, what? But you know, the more I think about it, that might be better training. It really might be. I guess it would depend on the trainer and all that. But also, go into this with the right attitude. Like with me, the Maverick recruiter told me today that I had the kind of attitude that they're looking for. It just really made me feel good. You know, swelled old BBQ trucker's head, big, you know. But because he said that a lot of people that have had past experience, they come in and don't want to have to go with a trainer and don't want to and all that and all that and all that. Well, listen, if you haven't had any experience in the last 3 years, you're going to have to go with a trainer, period. I think it's a lot to do with insurance and all that. And they want to make sure there's a lot of stuff that's changed. So I'm going into this with attitude that I've never driven a truck before in my life. And there's so much more to learn, and I'm looking forward to it. Well, I'm approaching the 20-minute mark on this video. I'll see if I can find some pictures to put up at the end that y'all haven't seen. I did order me some ink pens with a BBQ trucker. Why, I don't know, just because I wanted to waste extra money, I guess. But also because I don't have any. So I might as well get some. And I got a good deal, a 50% off deal. Anyway, like I always say, keep that rubber side down, that shiny side up. Make sure to thank your military. Thank your police officers and what they do for us. If they wasn't out there doing what they do, we wouldn't be able to do the things we do. Make sure if you see a tow truck, a police officer, emergency vehicle, fire truck, ambulance, whatever, truck broke down, car broke down on the side of the road, if you can move over a lane, please do so. If you can't, please slow down. Give these people a break. You wouldn't want someone walking by to actually trip, fall out into your lane, blap, hit them, and then multiple lives are destroyed right there, including yours. Okay, I was going to do something about what I was called sleep-deprived driving or drowsy driving, but I think I'll save that for a next video because that's really serious. It needs to be talked about. It really is. Because here recently I've heard of two here not too long ago incidents where there was one not too long ago. I'm not going to mention any company names, but where a trainee was driving, trainer was asleep in the bunk, which I don't understand that. Most all of them do it. Maverick doesn't. Maverick, you do not team at all while in training, and I think that's the best way. I don't understand. I would actually probably piss some people off, like if I go to Swift, because I'm going to ask the safety guy how they feel that it's safe to have a trainer asleep in the bunk while the trainee's driving, or vice versa. You're not training. How are you learning? You're learning by being able to do it on your own, I guess. But anyway, they had an accident where a trainee fell asleep and went through the median, went across onto the other side. Don't know what he hit as far as other than that. I do know that the trainer was killed. The trainee survived, but the trainer apparently was thrown out of the bunk and out of the truck somehow or another. But anyway, I didn't mean to end it on a sad note. But like I say, pay attention to your emergency vehicles on the side of the road, anybody on the side of the road. Oh, and if you have emergency and you have to stop, let me give you a tip that I think is really important. Glad I thought about this. Most people seem to keep their reflective triangles. If you know anything about trucking, by law, if you break down on the side of the road, you have to put reflective triangles out at different stages behind your truck. If you're on the interstate, and one in front if you're on a 2-lane road with them going both ways, and then 2 behind you. I got to study up on that because that'll be on the test, I'm sure. As far as the footage, I can't remember, so I'm not going to quote any numbers. But most people I know keep those triangles in the driver's side toolbox area that's under the sleeper. Keep it in the passenger side. That way you're not on with your back right to traffic buzzing by you at 70 miles an hour while you're getting the triangles out. If you slide off the road on an icy road, or if the roads are icy or whatnot, I don't care what the law is, do not go out there and put triangles out and have someone go skidding off the road right into you. Think about it, think about it, think about it. You got to wait until it's safe before you can put those triangles out. And when you're putting those triangles out, make sure you're constantly watching the traffic that's coming so that you can show your agility if you have to and jump out of the way or up over it or whatever if someone comes flying off the road because they're sitting there texting while they're driving. I wish that anybody got caught doing that would go straight to jail and stay there for a while. That would stop that crap. You can tell that bothers me. But anyway, there's my little rant for the day. Now we've gone another 25 minutes. So anyway, like I say, keep that rubber side down and shiny side up. Thank all your military, your police. And until the next time, this is a barbecue trucker saying, God bless America.